Okay, you children, all, let me try this again. So back to the law of attraction. There's a book called The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. And I think that she did a great job. Learned about this a long time ago as I learned about dream boards. Learned about this maybe 10 years ago about the law of attraction. A lot of people say the law of attraction is not real, but people talk about the universe all the time. People talk about drawing things from the universe and talk about vibes again, and you talk about moves, and you talk about excuse me, how can I say, um, what you sow, you should reap. What you reap, you should sow. What goes around comes around, and karma, all that other stuff. So, how is the law of attraction not real? Okay. So one more time, there's a book called The Secret, and it's also on YouTube called The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. She breaks down and she tells you the simplicity of the law of attraction. Even some of it piggyback on Einstein, the law of relativity, the law of matter and space. There's so many laws out there. And for you that have read the book of Enoch, you understand there's a law for everything. And then here on earth, we have laws for everything. And the first five book of the Bible is like 500 laws in it. So why are we not believing about the law of attraction? Okay, so say for instance, you are single, and in your singlehood, you emit a certain amount of energy because of what you feel relationship wise. You may feel hurt, you may feel abandonment, you may feel abuse, you may feel a lot of things concerning a past relationship. So because of the fact that you may be releasing that and not understand that you are releasing these things, you keep attracting those things. That makes sense. Why I always attract the same person? Because you're still releasing it. Why I always attract this type of guy? Because you're still releasing it. Well, how come these people are attracted to me? Because they are attracted to your pain. That is the law of attraction. It's just that easy. So if you have not dealt with the old relationship and you are still in mourning, or you are still tormented by it or told by it, or you just haven't figured out how to get it out of your system, you are still attracting that thing. This is the law of attraction. And so in this book, and it's also on audio version or a movie or whatever you want to call it, it's free on YouTube, if I'm not mistaken. And she talks about how, or the scenario comes to how this person stumped their toe. And in the midst of stumping their toe, they recognize and realize that it messed up the entire day. From being upset about stomping their toe to getting stuck in traffic to being late from work, not having a good day at work, spilling coffee on themselves, kind of incidents and accidents when they could have stopped right there, took a deep breath after they stumped their toe, got their mood right, got their mind right, and got their essence or their aura right. Some people believe in chakra, but chakra and aura is the same thing. You'll understand that sooner or later. They just practice what they practice with it. But every being on this earth have a certain amount of energy level, and every being on this earth have a certain amount of magnetism. Now, you might have a magnetism that creates growth. You might have a magnetism that creates entrepreneurship. You might have a magnetism that produces I don't know, happiness in someone else, evangelistic, I guess you say aura or magnetism. That's just who you are. And there's nothing anybody can do about that. And some people may have a magnetism to doom and gloom. Okay? A magnetism to pain and sorrow. Every time you see them, they are in pain. Every time you see them, they're going through some kind of trial or some kind of tribulation. That's just what they are and who they are at that time. Now, excuse me, does that mean that people cannot change? Does that mean that you can't work on yourself, find your deeper self, find the reason why you are attracting to these things? No. It just means you need to be more conscious and more aware that the law of attraction is real. Back to the to relativity. So we want to know what's real and the activity that is around us that yet and still is real. Hello, somebody with me. You see how easy that is to break down the law of relativity, but you want to say it cannot be defined, it cannot go past light speed, and it cannot change, and mass, time, and space, and all this, the continual, which means there is a universe of knowledge out there that a lot of people have not tapped into. It means that people have not tapped into a deeper essence of reality. Some things are laying dormant inside of a person and they don't know how to pull it out. But in my getting understanding, sometimes it's where you go or where you need to be, the realm you need to step into in order for some things to manifest. This is just reality. And the reality is there's a cause and an effect for everything. You may not understand the cause and effect, but I'm pretty sure your enemies are using cause and effect against you. If they put a thought in your mind or thought come to your mind and you immediately reject it, instead of taking it to God, they more than likely will use that against you as a cause and effect. And because you rejected this thought, and because you rejected this person, now this is the cause of your rejection. Rejection is also an energy. Love is also an energy, and we know that energy is the greatest. It's one of the greatest. Love is one of the greatest energies because not only had God sacrificed his son or gave his son because he loved us so, and it was so much entwined in that love that he went to the cross and all of this, but because it can cover a multitude of sins, but love. And love continues to go. It continues to thrive. It continues to move. It continues to exist. Whether you know it is in existence or not, it is an energy. And it takes a lot of energy, sometimes people would say, in order to love different things. Are you understanding what I am saying? So don't let anything fool you about what you can attract, when you can attract, how you can attract it. You may need to change some things in your mind about what you are attracting. You may need deliverance and healing concerning certain areas in your life so you can stop attracting certain things that you are attracting. Are you understanding what I'm saying? And now that get understanding, amen. Be blessed, you children of God. But the law of attraction, it is real.